Here's the truth. Most offers do not fail because of price. They fail because of structure, timing, and miscommunication. A lot of buyers try to win these offer negotiations by just throwing out a number, but they ignore the details that actually make the seller and the selling agent feel confident that this deal is going to close. In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a winning offer without overpaying and how to avoid 3 big mistakes that kill deals every single week. My name is Rylan. I'm a local agent here in Bryan College Station with the Stuart and Jane Group. I help Aggie parents every single semester decide whether renting a home or buying a home makes the most sense for them and their student. If you're new here, drop subscribe so you're not missing any of my next posts. With that being said, let's move on with this video. What really makes a strong offer? What does this mean? A strong offer doesn't always mean just the highest number on paper. It's really the most believable one. Here's what this looks like. Pre-approval or proof of funds attached with your initial offer, clean contract terms, no crazy contingencies, and reasonable timelines, 5 to 7 day option periods, 1% earnest money, nothing crazy or out of the ordinary, just clean contract terms with reasonable timelines attached to them. Clear financing periods are super important. Professional presentation and clear communication are always keys. The goal really is simple. Make the seller's decision easy. When a listing agent opens your offer and they see clarity within this, they can have a breath of fresh air. Let's talk about 3 big mistakes that buyers can oftentimes make that really kill deals. Number 1's a pretty common one that I'm talking about a lot, but they start with leading by emotion versus logic. And by logic, I mean a clear strategy put in place. When buyers kind of lead with emotion, they can oftentimes end up overpaying or suffer the consequences once they own the property. And honestly, skipping steps that could protect them later too. A super dangerous sentence I hear is, we'll figure it out once we're under contract. Investors win by using logic, not an adrenaline rush. Run your numbers, set your ceiling, and do not cross that ceiling just so you can win. Okay, number 2 is structuring your offer poorly. You could offer $10,000 over asking, but if your contract terms look risky, the seller may not go with your number. Things like longer option periods, lower earnest money deposits, weird financing terms, things like this. You can fix this by tightening your timelines, offering reasonable deposits, and clear communication with all of your financing terms. And above all, setting an actual, realistic, achievable closing date for the seller. The last thing you want to do is win this multiple offer situation with a super short close and have to just continue to extend and extend and extend. Okay, mistake number 3. Moving to mistake number 3, this is ignoring proper communication. Slow or unclear communication can really kill deals right in their tracks. Really just kill confidence overall with all the parties involved. Fast responses and professional tone can really set you apart when the seller's making this decision and hopefully help you win this deal. Okay, now that you're not going to be making these mistakes, let's talk about how to win this property without overpaying. This is really where strategy meets presentation. The best thing you can keep in your mind is you just want to be the easiest yes. Simple, clean, and confident is what you want to be presenting to this seller. Show readiness with your documents and everything signed, clean, in a professional manner. Offer clarity, accurate timelines, and any attached addendums that you need to be with this offer in one email. When I'm strategizing with my clients, we're always talking about a bunch of different terms in this contract, but the big thing is you want to try and stand out where you can. And it's not just price. You want to be like exploring all avenues if you can. If you can stand out by closing faster, do so. If you can be flexible in some of these contract terms, use that. But I urge you to make sure if you're going to be doing things like this, that you can actually commit and follow through on these promises that you're making. Because at the end of the day, it could cost you a ton of money to back out. Another strong strategy is something that the client or you as the buyer may not be doing, but it's something that I'm doing, is speaking with the selling agent and seeing what the seller may be looking for. Are they trying to get out of the property as soon as possible? Do they need time? Where are they at with inspections? Things like this that I'm kind of doing in the background, trying to figure out what's going to be the best strategy for these offers that we're sending out. And let me tell you, that has dramatically changed my business, and it's something I'm going to be doing for a very long time. The whole goal with this is just to make your offer stand out to the seller to where it's the easiest yes for them to accept, and that may not just be within the price. Let's talk about something that isn't as glamorous. When should you walk away from this property? It really is the hardest part. Knowing when to walk away is a super tricky thing, but it's always important to get clear on it before you're even sending a document out. So this is one of my previous videos, but if the deal only works when everything's going perfect, it's not a deal, it's more of a gamble. Experienced investors oftentimes walk away from properties more than they win them. But when they do win, they have a solid investment for a very long time. You're really not just buying a house, you're buying a property with a certain set of numbers and a certain set of risks. And if those numbers start not making sense with your offers, walk away. Winning offers aren't just about paying more. They're about being smarter, cleaner, and more confident. Sellers say yes to structure, clarity, and reliability. Bring these 3 things to the table, present them clearly, and you won't be gambling, you'll be winning. When my clients and I are sitting down about to write an offer, we go through the entire contract front to back. I explain every single term. I didn't want to put that in today's video just because the contracts are often changing. The way I speak about them is often changing, and it really just didn't feel right for this video. But these big things are super important when you're actually going to be writing offers. And if you don't have a trusted agent, you need to find one. I put together a free Aggie parent buying guide located in the description of this video. Go check it out. It has a ton of super helpful information that I find valuable that I'm talking about every single day. If you have any questions on it, feel free to shoot me a message. There's 1,000 different ways to reach out to me in the description. With that being said, I'll see y'all in next week's video. Be sure you drop subscribe so you're not missing that. And I will see y'all next week.